think you're nailing a couple of key points there, and we also see this often. You now mentioning a supplement brand. We've recently serviced a supplement brand that has exactly that challenge within the model. They've even set a subscription period of 2 weeks, and then they've realized, wow, okay, that is way too short. The interesting thing that you point out is also LTV attached to subscription periods. I don't know
Mhm.
if you've seen the same thing happening with people you've consulted with. They've got this panic of, I need people to use my products, in a quite a short space of time, just so I can sell them more frequently, because
Right.
that panic of, are they using enough? Am I pushing enough? Am I getting enough revenue? That kind of almost consumes their thinking around, how should I get my people to consume? And that pretty much leads into your mention of, packaging your experience of that. Have you sensed that panic amongst
Yeah.
DTC
So
side, but
yeah,
mostly on the
for
smaller size? Yeah.
no, I mean for everybody. If you think about it, like the idea is, say you sell a bag of protein powder, it's $50, and you're selling a subscription, so you discount it to 40, and your customer acquisition cost is 80, right? So like if you do a 1 month subscription, then in theory you might be break even on the third order or the second renewal, right?
Yeah.
So if you make that, if it's a 1 month, then that profitability comes in like 2.5 months after purchase or whatever. If you're doing it every other month, it's like 4 or 5 months down the road from you reaching profitability. So there is a huge pressure to do that. The problem is that the mistake that brands are making is they're it's often the thing you need to do. The funny thing about subscriptions is actually often counterintuitive. So what I mean is normal e-commerce best practices are removing friction points, right? You have to make the purchase as quick and seamless and easy as possible. Subscriptions buyers are typically not interested in a quick, I'm not going to commit to something that I'm going to be getting every month in 10 seconds. I'm actually going to do a little bit of research. So sometimes adding more information or more touch points can be beneficial to conversions on subscriptions. It's counterintuitive. Same thing on this protein powder example. The idea is you're worried about getting more money or breaking even sooner. And so you're trying to get people to buy your product more frequently. What if you sold more of your product less frequently? What if you sold 3 bags of protein powder on a 4 month subscription? Now, instead of waiting for the third order to break even, you could actually potentially be break even immediately. And then the third or fourth order is, the third or fourth month is a lot more profitable for you. And so that's how what I've seen be successful in subscriptions is changing the buying up, right? Like if you're selling something or shipping something every 2 weeks or every month, you're paying shipping costs every 2 weeks, every month, right? Yeah, they're getting charged more frequently. So subscriptions are often bigger commitment, and while that means some conversions are harder, it also means sometimes you can lean into the fact that subscriptions are harder in the sense of that people are going to be more willing to buy more upfront. Like it's like when I buy stuff off Amazon, sometimes it's easier just to get 2 or 3 of it at once because I know I'm going to go through it instead of having to
Mm.
worry about it or think about it. Right. So that is happening in the space. So like thinking through about how to change different frequency types, like how much people are ordering. The other thing is if you are just selling one thing, are there one-offs? Are there other cross sells you can make? Maybe the protein powder doesn't get consumed very quickly, but you sell a smaller bottle of like a glutamine or another supplement that does get taken like every day kind of thing. So it's like trying to think through like different products and different part of that purchase experience to make it happen. But again, a lot of it sometimes is counterintuitive to what you think might normally work on one-time purchases.